and then decide what to do based on that. And just put, so after expected, okay, that white would have done simplify, new variation, and then even if check, what will happen here now is that white now has opportunity bring a rook up here and then transfer it to this square to on the king side. So but engineer an attack and the queen up to here. So it's really in this position. I think it's better off in this position. So go that way. We go back towards queen c. Unbelievably, white played d4, attacking the knight. Forget there was a threat of knight takes. So the game continues. Knight takes f3, check, and bishop takes bishop in a piece. So now white is down a piece, and what I would probably expected would have been, in fact, here, to be honest, I don't, because of the way the white pieces are connected, I don't see anything here for white. This is a lost game, because after black develops his knight either at this point, either on f6 or e7. After castling, white doesn't have anything. So game continues. d5, which I don't know why. I believe probably he should have played. In fact, he's just lost, because even if you play g3, let's say for instance he plays g3, I would have, if you had played g3 variation, I would have taken pawn here, and if pawn there takes this, take that, it's still, anyway, it's still lost. It's still lost for white, because even though black hasn't castled, is one after by the time he does castle, it's going to be very, very, very difficult for white. White has got too many weaknesses. So we'll go here. So d5, c4, attacking the bishop, closing in the bishop completely. Bishop a2, bishop h2 check, king h1, bishop e5, d takes e, d takes e, rook a e d1, knight f6, f e1, castling. Black takes his into safety and connects his rook. a4, trying to undermine the pawn structure. Bishop takes c3, which should never have been allowed. B takes c. Now look at it now. This is so hopeless now for white. Even if they had equal material, there's so much weakness on. Look at these squares. Weak. These are three isolated pawns compared to the pawn structure, which it's, even though white is trying his best to. So, and coupled with the fact that now it is a piece down, just makes everything just so impossible, So here we have so the game continues with rook d8, rook a d8. Black contests the open file, queen g3, which is, I cannot understand why this move was made at all, not one bit. Queen takes queen, pawn takes queen. Easiest way to win a game. Not all the time, but most times, especially in a situation like this, is just to exchange queens. White should not have exchanged queens, because that's the only piece, the major piece he has on board try and get any counterplay. Though I don't see that happening in this game because he has a bad bishop on a2. Yes, now he is, and he's got isolated pawns. Now look at what's happened now. White has got 5 isolated pawns. In fact, 6. All these pawns are, none of these pawns can protect each other. It's more a heavy piece to defend them from attack, and that is a lost cause. Knight takes e4, rook takes d8, and I think in this game, trying to exchanging pieces in this position does not even help White at all, because I think he needed to keep his pieces. But even if he does, it's lost, because if he waits for Black to exchange those pieces too, it's still going to be a very bad and lost situation. So rook e3, trying to defend the pawns on c3 and g3. Well, it's a hopeless situation, because after that, rook comes straight to the 7th rank where he wants to be. You always, when you have an open file where you want your rook to be, is always on the 7th rank, right in the heart of your opponent's territory. So all we're just playing for is time, because after this, White has no remedy. There's no remedy for White. So a takes b5, a takes b5, king h2, trying to protect the pawn on g3 here, and then knight f6. Now knight f6, good move, because now this pawn is under threat on b7. After that, rook, bishop takes g2, b1, taking the pawn on b5, bishop c6 check, king h3, and White resigns, because after this there's no move at all for White. So a lot of mistakes were made in this game, but the most important thing, like I said, always you need to develop your pieces as quickly as possible, castle as quickly as possible, and try not to move your pieces, your developed pieces, twice until you have completed your development. And after that, once you can do that very well, then you can now start to develop other parts of your game. But very importantly, always play openings that allow you to develop your pieces as quickly as possible and put your king to safety. Thank you. I hope to see better play from you in the second round of the tournaments in next year in January. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope I've been able to point out a few pointers that for you to take note of. Bye for now.